Hi, friends, and welcome to the Untold Stories Project. We are back with our third episode of Order of the Penrose Triangle, a Monster of the Week powered by the Apocalypse game. My name is Will, and I will be serving as the keeper for this season. If you don't know about Monster of the Week, it is a standalone RPG by Evil Hat Productions, where your players become versions of the classic monster hunters you may have seen in television shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The X-Files, or Supernatural. For more information on this game, check out the mostly free resources Evil Hat has available on evilhat.com. What else? We do want to warn you that although we're playing this game with extra whimsy, it is still a horror-based game. So we've rated it PG-13-ish. We are not censored and may at times tackle uncomfortable or sensitive issues. If that's not your thing, we totally get it. Perhaps you can check out our Mutants and Masterminds Netherwar game on Mondays, or the all-new Blue Rose 5e game that just premiered last night. That happens every Tuesday. For more information about all of our shows, be sure to check out our brand new website at www.untoldstoriesproject.com. Having said all of that, I'd like to turn our attention to the awesome players sharing my screen. Say peekaboo, hunters.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo hunters.
Going to give everyone a chance to chat about who they are, where we can find them, and answer my question of the day, which is, what is one skill that you don't have that you wish that you did? Who wants to start this week? Andy?
Sure. Hello, everybody. I am Andy. No, not that one. That's a joke that will never get old. And I am playing Carmine, who was a wise guy who found himself in the 1920s wandering into somebody else's Call of Cthulhu game and being transformed by an evil curse into a 6-foot-tall anthropomorphic reptile with blood red and black scales and a never-ending urge to consume pretty much anything he can. These days, he keeps it on the down low with copious amounts of ice cream. As for a skill I don't have that I wish I did. Everything that's coming to mind is just horribly sarcastic and exactly the sort of thing I'm not supposed to be saying. Actually, I really wish I could. I wish I could like paint, honestly, or even just like draw, like anything visual whatsoever. I can't do that at all, and I really kind of wish I could.
I totally get that as the person who is making the art for this show. I also wish that I could sometimes draw better than I do.
I like your drawings.
You're very kind. They're good. They get us along. They do the job. So cool. Thank you, Andy. Liz, how about you?
So I am Liz, and I play Selena, Lena Denholm. She is your basic, non-basic witch. She kind of has that Willow feel, but not the evil Willow yet. Let's see. As far as a skill I wish I had, I wish I had the skill to continue with like habits, good habits. You know, like exercise and eating right. And
I know that feeling too. If only they were fun, right? Like, yeah. No, I totally understand. Cool. Dallas?
Hi, I'm Dallas. I am playing James Barbara, the spell slinging ice cream man. Let's see, one skill that I wish I had. I wish I could juggle well.
Does that mean you can juggle not well?
I can sort of juggle a little bit.
Sure. You can throw things up in the air and watch them all fall down. Yeah, that's how I am too. So
drop things artistically. That's
Yes.
As good as I can do.
Cool. And you'll see that Sabi is not here tonight. Unfortunately, he had some other stuff going on. So wishing him well, but Echo will not be one of the player characters tonight. So enjoy the art that is in his spot right there of Echo. And and we've only got 3 hunters tonight, so we'll see how that goes. Again, I'm Will. I'm the keeper. You can see me here on USB. I do a bunch of different fun stuff. As for the question, I wish that I was multilingual. People who do that are super cool, but I barely have a basic understanding of English. So yeah, kudos to all of you who can do that. And without further ado, let's hop into the Penrose Triangle. So last session, our hunters traveled up to Maine and they investigated a series of deaths that were happening at a local church. They sleuthed their way through the various rooms in the church, meeting the pastor and his wife, a detective, and a questionable youth. The lights flickered and changed colors as statues seemed to move throughout the building on their own. And the hunters discovered it was a gargoyle summoned to the church to punish the guilty and the members of the congregation that were deemed unfit. The hunters were able to dispatch the gargoyle by burning a book in the pastor's office that was definitely not the Bible, leaving behind a curious shiny gem.
If only all of our problems were so easily solved.
Yeah. Now that our hunters have arrived back at the base, they've been paid, they're ready for a night's sleep. We're actually going to fast forward here a week or two since the main gargoyle incident, and let's check in on everybody and kind of see what they've been up to in their downtime here. So does anybody have any brilliant ideas about what they've been doing in their free time?
Well, Lena moved from ho-hos to oatmeal cream pies. She
Okay.
got over the ho-hos a little bit, so she's been snacking on the oatmeal cream pies. They remind her of the ones that her great aunt used to make.
Sure. And how does Onyx feel about oatmeal cream pies? Is he on board?
He likes chewing on the wrappers more, like when the cookie is still in the wrapper, because it squishes. I don't know. He's weird.
Sure. And for those who don't know, can you tell us a little bit about Onyx?
So Onyx is what you would call a familiar. He's my black cat. He follows me everywhere, and we kind of communicate telepathically, so no one else can understand him or hear him.
Oh. Yep, and he'll curl up with you and eat as much plastic as you will let him. Who else? Anybody else do anything fun in their little bit of time here?
Carmine would have. Well, he was pretty much would be doing what he usually does, which is when he gets the big check, it goes into the donation box at St. Mulligan's Orphanage, which is, I was trying to find a vaguely Catholic sounding name that isn't actually Catholic because I don't really want to I don't want to get into that. But yeah, it's he lives underground. He doesn't really have a whole lot of need for money, so yeah. He mostly donates that and spends a lot of time he's endlessly just tinkering away in the workshop, renovating antique furniture and that kind of stuff. He is a very, very boring reptile.
Sure. What would you say is his most prized possession in his lair, home, whatever you want to call it?
He's got this beautiful Tiffany lamp that is just elaborate, just the most beautiful colors, and it's just in pristine condition, and it's kind of has pride of place in the center of the room. It's very much the focal point of the whole thing, which is a bit of a downer because he never has anybody over to appreciate it, but he likes it, so that works all right for him.
I really wanted you to say that it was a lamp that you named Tiffany.
He may well have, but at this point, that's. I wish I had thought of that sooner. Dang. Actually, no, he named it Charles. But...
Charles Tiffany the lamp. I love it.
That's. Well, there's my next band name.
And James, tell me a little bit about what's been happening the last few weeks with you in the ice cream world.
Well, let me tell you what. Barbara Cohn's, my ice cream shop, has just been wild. We have been so busy. We introduced a new flavor called Catholic and Good. and people have just been waiting for hours. And the funny thing is, it's just vanilla, but people believe it tastes like something else.
Sure.
It's crazy.
Catholic.
Record sales.
Okay. Cool. So what do you think you're doing on this like Tuesday afternoon? Are you at the store?
Yep, just me and Sunday running the store.
Cool. And tell us a little bit about Sunday. I know you love her, so.
Yeah, Sunday is my little sister. She is in her, I believe she's 17. But when they're all under 20, who can tell? But she has worked at the shop for a really long time. Anytime I go off to do my thing, she's in charge. She knows what she's doing, and I mean, we're still seeing profits, so she must be doing something right.
Sure. So it's Tuesday afternoon. You're here with Sunday. She's probably doing a little bit more work than you are, probably dealing with people a little bit more. When all of a sudden your cell phone starts to ring.
And while there's a line of people, I put down the ice cream scoop that I'm scooping, and I just answer it. Hello?
Hi, yes. I was hoping to speak to James. This is Penny Hess.
This is him.
Oh, hi. You sound very different on the phone. I'm hoping that you're able to come in. We have a bit of a situation here, and well, it's a little bit sensitive, so I don't want to talk about it on the phone. But do you think you could swing by?
I am already there. I am like, but as soon as she said Penny, I am like out the door. Being like, bye, Sunday.
Cool. So you're leaving the store to 17-year-old Sunday Cones. And you're heading just to go see Penny?
Yep.
Cool.
Got money. I get paid well.
Okay. Cool. So let's see. How about Lena? Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing on a Tuesday afternoon?
Yeah, so Lena is actually working on some of her art projects. She, I don't know, she dabbles in all kinds of, it's like painting one day, sculpting the next, coloring, drawing, that kind of stuff. And she's just kind of chilling with Onyx outside because it's nice and it's warm.
Sure. And as you're outside and you're kind of working on this art, can you go ahead and give me a weird roll?
Just a weird roll, like not.
Yep, just a straight. Awesome. So
10.
with that 10, that hard success, you feel kind of something deep in your stomach, a little bit of like a rumbling that an oatmeal cream pie will not cure. Something is wrong, and you don't necessarily know what it is, but you think it has to do with some of your new friends.
Oh, like that anxious but like almost hungry feel.
Yeah, like there's like a stone in there that's kind of just like gnawing away at you. This is something that you felt before when situations are not great, especially with as connected as you are to people. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that you're getting. As your phone buzzes, and you see that you have a text from a number that's contact just reads P.
You said a text.
Yep, it is just a text message.
Cool. Well, I'll open it.
Sure. It just says, bit of an emergency, come if you can, triangle. And it's an emoji of a triangle.
Cool. I'll pack up my supplies and put Onyx in the bag and head out.
Awesome. And then, Carmine, can you tell me a little bit about a Tuesday afternoon for you?
Actually, Tuesday afternoon's bingo.
Cool.
That's like he's stepping out and going to play some bingo this afternoon.
Easy enough. Bingo, is that at St. Mulligan's or is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a little what's the word? I forget what the word is. What do they call it? Sort of a. It's one of the buildings off the site. They don't like to keep it out front where the kids can, where the orphans can see it.
Yeah. Sure. So as you're doing bingo, you go to get a new card, and somebody hands you one, and it's already completely filled out as if you've won. So instead of a blank card, you have a winning ticket here in your hand, and on the back of it,
I don't think that's how this is supposed to work, man.
Oh no! I was told specifically to give this one to you.
That's making me nervous. Okay.
And then as you look at it, you see that like where each of the stamps are for each of the different called numbers that make the bingo, they are, instead of the regular circles, they are roses. Roses and triangles that make up those stamps.
Okay. This is what comes of not having a cell phone. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yes, I don't have a cell phone either.
Okay. Well, all right. I gotta. Yeah. I'll catch you next week.
Okay, and she'll take that bingo card from you, and if you're not going to use it, she'll say, "I won." And
she's like, "There's not a game in progress right now. What's going on? You figure it out amongst yourselves. It'll be all
right." So I assume that you're all making your way to our favorite location, breadsticks and soup and salad all clattering above head in the Olive Garden as you make your way back down into the basement, where you see Penny Hess and you see Russell Hess, and they both look a little bit worried.
What's going on?
Yeah, hi. I'm so glad to see you. We don't know what to do. Would you mind? And she'll have you. Penny will have you sit down, and she'll get you whatever you need in terms of coffee or water or house wine from upstairs. We'll wait for everybody, but once everybody gets here, there's been a bit of a problem, and we don't know how to proceed. And she will look to Russell, her father, who has been very quiet this whole time, just sitting, kind of twitching with his hands, kind of fidgety. You all notice that there is a chair that is empty right now. One where your friend Echo is normally sitting. She's normally the first to arrive.
And we don't know where she is?
No. And Russell will speak up. That's actually why we called you. We might need some help. No one seems to have heard from Echo in some time. We gave her part of the payment, and we haven't actually heard from her since the gargoyle incident. She's not answering her phone. She's not answering her door when people go to her apartment. She hasn't bought anything. We've checked her credit cards. She hasn't cashed our check. We're afraid that something might be wrong.
Interesting.
That's very good deductive reasoning.
We don't necessarily have the resources to. We can't really pay you for this, but since you're someone who's worked with her, and since you know the types of things that we might be dealing with, we were wondering if you would be able to help.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Thank you.
Where do you want us to start?
We don't know much about her. We were hoping that you would know something, but she does end up being pretty private. We do know, where she lives. We didn't necessarily want to divulge all of your home addresses to each other, but desperate times. So we can get you that information so that you can check out her home. We know that she has a car, and hopefully she hasn't taken off, because then, if she's in the wind, we may never find her.
And also the radio is busted and stuck playing.
Oh,
I forget what it was stuck playing, actually.
Is it Moon River?
Moon River.
Moon River.
Yeah.
Russell will take out a notebook and he will write that down. And
Moon River.
Yeah, if I understand that could be a problem. If we can find her, maybe we can, as a thank you, fix that for future rides, so that won't be a problem for you. Apart from that, they don't have too much information on Echo, apart from where she lives. He will tell you that her backstory, her we all have pasts, and hers is like a lot of us who get into what we do, it's not pleasant. So we're worried about her, like we would be worried about any of you, and we're hoping that we can find her and make sure that she's safe.
Definitely.
Sure.
And with that, he will give you every piece of information that he has.
Like we started her place then.
Sounds good.
Sure. Easy enough to do. She lives way, way up in like the Washington Heights area. So, you can walk, but it would take you a while. You could probably catch a cab or a subway if you wanted to get up there a little bit quicker.
I think the subway sounds like fun. We should go on the subway.
Let's do it. Love a subway.
New York has the finest subway system in the world. Probably. So I hear. It used to anyway. I don't know what it's like these days. I'm sure it's lovely.
Sure. Easy enough to do. You guys, I won't make you go through a huge thing unless, does anybody need to grab anything or feel like they need supplies or anything before they?
I don't think so. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Oatmeal cream pies are pretty easy to come by these days.
Cool. Yes. As you exit, Penny can hand you she'll hand you a like a manila folder that contains just the bare basics of what they know about Echo. You all, as lovely players, have that information available to you as Echo's character sheet. I think I made that available to everybody. So
I am currently only able to access the bio and info tab, which has a lovely, lovely portrait.
Oh, okay. You won't need anything for this first part, so I will work at that while we travel you uptown to her apartment. You are more than welcome to do anything that you need to do in that time to get up there. But you come up to a little brownstone. She is actually on the 3rd floor, so not terribly high up, and right outside, as you get there, you see that her truck is kind of sitting at a meter. The meter is expired, and there are a few tickets there.
It would seem that we have found her last whereabouts, or at least her last not weird whereabouts.
Yeah. What's the date on the oldest ticket?
The oldest ticket is from 2 days ago.
Okay. And the meters obviously like, I mean, are they like 24-hour meters? Are they like you can only park certain hours?
For purposes of this, we'll say that it's a 24-hour meter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It might not be where she permanently parks her car, but it's sure convenient. So now that she has money.
I'm gonna have a look actually at the vehicle itself. I mean, is it intact? Like, did anybody break into it?
I was gonna say, and I wanted to look inside.
Yeah, is there anything up with it? Do we think? I guess this might be. I don't know. Is this investigate a mystery, or do we? Or
Sure.
Is it like immediately obvious that it's just a car?
Why don't you go ahead and give me an investigate the mystery?
Right. That's a sharp roll. Yes, it is.
Ooh, I failed.
Oh. All right.
I did not fail. That's
Nice.
12.
The most success.
Yeah, that's boxcars. That's really good.
So James, do not mark experience for this one, just because there's no real like success or loss here.
So rude.
I wasted boxcars on
That's
this.
okay. With boxcars, I'm going to give you something a little bit more.
Right.
As you look, and are you looking at the car specifically, or are you looking inside, like at the contents?
Specifically, like inside. Like, does it look like does it look like anything's mussed up? Does it look like, I don't know. I mean, does it look like she just like stepped over? I mean, actually, I've been in that car a couple times. Does it look like she just like left it there and didn't come back, or hasn't been back for it, or does it look? Is anything like out of order there? Yeah,
you know this car pretty well, having been in it now twice. It's probably the only car you've been in, for at least a very long time. And so, you get to see some things that James would not have, because James has never been in this car. Looking inside the glass, you see like all the glass is still there. There's nothing immediately wrong with this pickup. Everything is kind of exactly how you think it would be. She's got a picture of her and another girl who are fairly young. It's a pretty old picture that's kind of been taped up on the rear view, or the sun visor thing. She's got a whole bunch of like fast food bags that are kind of littered throughout,
No judgment.
Yeah.
Judgment.
So, that's still there from the last time that you saw it. And sitting in the passenger seat is Mr. Sunshine, her beloved unicorn that she won from the arcade several weeks ago.
Oh, right.
Yes. So Mr. Sunshine is sitting there. He is actually safety belted in to his seat. And he's just kind of sitting there. And that's kind of what you see inside the car. As you pull away kind of from the car, how about you give me an act under pressure roll?
Sure.
Which is a cool roll.
Yes. It's an extremely cool. Oh, yes, that too. Speaking of jokes that will never get old. So that is an 8, which I have
An
rolled.
8. Yeah, a mixed success. I will take that. As you pull away, we've made it to the point of the day where these windows kind of have a little bit of reflection, like you can see yourself in it. And as you kind of, in the corner of your eye, as you turn, you notice that your reflection is not of your hat disguise, but is of your true form.
Huh. Now, point of order there. Does my reflection usually look like what I look like, or does my reflection usually look like what the hat has me looking like?
So normally, in your experience, you can see what everybody else sees in a reflection. So if you're looking in a mirror, you should be able to see what the hat is doing. Out of the corner of your eye, as you turn away, you see a full-on red and black alligator head.
Right. So I'm gonna nudge James and be like, "Hey, Scoops, do you see this?"
See what? I immediately just like.
I point at my reflection, my reflection in the window.
Oh, I mean, do I notice anything?
Give me an act under pressure roll.
Whoa.
Cool. Act under pressure is cool.
Cool.
That's an 8.
Cool. As you look into the reflection of this window, you see a regular Carmine. He, meaning a disguised Carmine.
Mm-hmm.
As you look beyond him, you think you see Echo on the other side of the street behind you. And as you turn around, you don't see Echo there.
Oh, I thought I just saw Echo.
Oh, that ain't what I saw.
Lena, Lena, come here.
Your turn.
I'm like just looking at the tickets.
Third time's a charm.
Well, you know, it's.
We have this figured out. We just want you to see something real fast.
Hey, come have a look at the car window of Erised. See what you.
Wow. I've won the house cup, but I want to see what
you do. This is not the future. I see my dead parents. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, you're Batman.
Lena, if you're going to look into the reflection of this car,
yes.
Why don't you give me an act under pressure roll?
Okay. Do I even have that?
It is a cool roll.
Thank you. Because I'm not cool. Yeah, no.
Do not mark experience for this one because there's nothing that's super great or super bad about it. As you look into this mirror, you see everything as if it was just a normal window. Carmine looks like disguised Carmine. You don't see anything in the background across the street. It just looks like a window, and there's a fluffy stuffed unicorn sitting smiling at you from the inside of
Are you guys talking about the unicorn?
Not
Yes.
as. Yes, sure.
That's
As Carmine frantically searches his entire lexicon for a way to say, "Oh, I look like a reptile in this," without actually having to say that out loud, where passersby could hear.
Did we check? Is the door locked?
That I don't know. Do you want to open the door?
Yeah.
This feels like a major invasion of privacy, and I think we should totally do it.
100%.
The door is unlocked. You may open the door.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'm gonna open the door and reach across and unbuckle the unicorn
Sure.
and bring it back out and hold it.
As you are immediately hit with the smell of stale French fries, it is easy enough to do. You can take Mr. Sunshine, who also smells like the fast food that has been around him, and yeah, you can add to your inventory, Mr. Sunshine, the stuffed unicorn.
Oh, perfect.
We all at it? Or just...
Oh.
Technically, James has it right now, but
Cool.
whomever wants it, it's there.
But I'm willing to share custody.
Ooh, I have a weird kind of out of order question.
Sure.
The kind of the yellow, I think it was yellow, the stone that we got from the gargoyle after our last little escapade.
Mhm.
Did Penny? We did eventually get that to Penny and everybody, right? Like, I don't still have it.
I will leave that up to you. I think we said that we would deal with that, and I forgot. So
yeah, and I didn't remember to deal with it either. There's no reason on earth why Carmine would keep that. He's absolutely like he would bring that to Penny and have long, heavily accented conversations about it.
Sure. Before you make that decision, how about you give me how about a read a bad situation roll, which is a sharp roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, friends. We're going a little out of order because I should have dealt with this at the top.
Sorry about. Oh, cool. I might actually be like dead instead. So I will read the bad situation. I read the first 2 pages of the Cliff Notes of the bad situation, so I don't actually have much. That was a 4.
Sure. You don't feel like you need to mark experience for this. You just don't know it. You don't. I will leave it up to you whether or not you keep this stone or you give it over to Penny.
Oh, it would go to Penny. Yeah.
Sure. So you do not have that, and she is feverishly working at trying to figure out what it is and how it relates to the other one that you've already found.
I should have brought that up at the head of the episode. Okay, but
not
anyway,
a problem.
Yes.
Thank you for holding me true to that.
French fry unicorn. That sounds odd when I say it that way.
Another great band name.
Yeah, I'm just kind of throwing them out left and right here, willy-nilly. So, well, now that we've got our little friends here, I guess we try the apartment.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh.
Sure. Easy enough to do. As you can get from that manila envelope that her apartment number is 321. So feel free to head up that way.
I am going to lock the doors to the truck so no one else can get in after we've taken the unicorn.
That's a good idea.
Sure.
She really should, pay some attention to basic security.
Yeah.
As you do that, you find that the door does not lock.
Oh,
cool.
Well,
yeah.
All right. Oh, remind me to fix this. I can fix this for her. Yeah, let's bring it by the. Well, I don't know what. That makes me laugh. But that first things first. So we should head upstairs to the 3rd floor. Then, are we able to get into the building, or is it one of those like controlled access? I must buzz you in kind of things.
It is a buzzed access, but yes, it is a buzzed access.
Oh dear.
And while we're here, I just want to say thank you for following Pacho 36. That's really awesome. We're glad you're here. We hope you're having a good time.
Yay!
But yes, the door would require some sort of buzz to get in.
I see.
Oh, Lena, I see your lips moving, but I think you are mute there.
Okay, there we go. Can we send Onyx in through an open window?
Sure.
Cool. Is there one?
Yes. Yeah. There's an open window. Yeah, it's on the 1st floor, so he might have to do some creative. Unless you want him to try to scale the building outside to get up to the 3rd floor.
No, like the inside steps are fine for him.
Sure. Yeah, so he can do that, and he can hop his way up through the stairs. Easy enough.
Cool.
As he arrives up there, he will see that the door is shut, but it is still there. It doesn't appear to be,
broken,
caved in.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. So how would we buzz him in?
That's a good question.
I know. Okay. So I'm just going to click on a random button and say that my cat went in the building, which is not a lie, and that we need him back.
Sure.
And if they would let us in to get him back.
Yeah.
Andy, did you say something?
I just said nice.
Oh,
I have
okay.
a bad habit of interjecting.
Oh no,
a
that's
lot.
fine. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like talking over you.
No.
Yeah, easy enough to do. You can do that thing where you just like hit all of the different buttons and wait for somebody to respond. Before you even have to explain your situation, somebody just buzzes you in.
Cool. That's nice.
Too nice.
That's actually on one level. That's actually pretty worrying.
Just a little.
This is New York. I mean, it's a different city from my day, but it's still New York.
Yeah.
Nothing else. The Jehovah's Witnesses could get in.
Yeah, I mean, we are in a neighborhood where Echo has to leave their door unlocked,
Yeah.
So, and the car still works. So it just might be the way that it is, or it might be something more nefarious afoot. Read into it as you'd like.
Oh, that should be. I think I will. Well, if we're in, then
let's go up to the apartment.
3rd floor.
Sure. Yeah. As you enter, it's a nice enough lobby, with the staircase. There's the classic row of mailboxes for everybody there. There's a thing of like pamphlets that are different local attractions that you can go to, or different services that you can hire for all sorts of different things. A bunch of takeout menus that look like they've been left there by tenants who have tried places and would recommend them.
Totally gonna snag a couple of them.
Yeah, sure.
We hook up for Chinese.
So they're all Olive Garden.
Yeah, you see one little one for Barbara Cones. That's like a little what are those called? Business cards.
Which is weird because I never made them.
Sunday's working overtime, so
must be. I'm like, I'm gonna keep this. This is a good idea.
Yeah, but there's like a little coat rack that's there where you can like leave your umbrellas and things like that. There's a mirror on the wall just for you to be able to check yourself as you leave. Nobody's really there. It's pretty quiet.
Which is just a very roundabout way of saying nobody's here to stop us from going upstairs.
Yeah, there is an elevator. The sign says out of order.
This is New York, after all. Actually, I don't know. Elevators probably work in New
York. Yeah, so you'll have to take the stairs. There's nice enough carpet on the stairs, under your feet. So as you walk up, it's not like you're clomping, but yeah, I'll let you decide how you proceed. But once you get up there, Onyx is just sitting kind of curled up right outside the door.
Cool. Who has the break-in tools?
Oh.
Is it locked? Did you say it was locked?
I don't know.
We haven't tried yet. At the very least, we're going to knock on the door first. Like, we should do that. So Carmine will just kind of go bang, 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 bang. It's like, hey, Echo! Now that I think about it, makes it sound like he's... Anyway. Echo.
You wait for maybe 10 seconds, no response. 20 seconds, no response.
Try the knob.
As you try the knob, it is a little bit loose, but it is locked. So it kind of jiggles a little bit as if it might need tightened in place, but it is at least that the doorknob is locked. We don't know about the deadbolt.
Can you see if it is? Like, like in the crack?
Yeah, easy enough to do. Like you can take out like a credit card and just slide it there to see, yes, the deadbolt is in place as well.
Cool.
Can I put my ear up to the door to see if I hear anything?
Sure. Give me a investigate the mystery roll.
$11.
There is not very much to hear. With an 11, you can hear a little bit of a drip coming from the other side of the wall, and you can hear the like sounds of outside that are probably a little bit louder than you would expect. Yeah, through the wall.
Gotcha. I tell them about the drip and the sounds. Carmine, I think we got to break it
in. I'm beginning to think you're right. Hey, look over there, Frank Sinatra. And just kind of like, and he'll bash in the door.
Sure, give me a tough roll.
Yes, I'm gonna kick some ass on the door. Wait, am I? No. How is my tough?
Oh, and yes, for you, this is not a weird. I know that sometimes you roll weird instead. This is just tough.
It's just tough because I'm not kicking ass on the door. As nice as that would be. That is a 7. That is a mixed success.
Yes. So with a very loud bang, you kick, or what do you do to this door?
I was just gonna do like the shoulder kind of like throw his shoulder against it, so it's probably gonna to make him say ouch in a very comical way at the very least.
Sure. Yes, the door does not open, but it does make a very loud noise as you say whatever 4-letter word you may or may not want to say in that case. But it is loud enough that at the next door neighbor hears, and she is going to pop her head out I'm sharing her with all of you right now.
Make sure that's back in place. Wow.
It's Camille.
It's Camille Houston.
Gets around.
She'll pop her head out and she will say, excuse me, may I help you?
I don't know. How's your shoulder?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sorry. Do you need to get inside?
Yes, we're worried about our friend. We think there might be something wrong.
Oh, well, you should have just said so. I have her key for when she locks herself out. She does it all the time. Give me just a moment, and she'll close her door and shuffle around for a minute or so.
She often deadbolt herself out of her own apartment. Oh boy. Oh no.
I mean, it's possible.
I'm not going to pull at that narrative thread. The whole universe could unravel.
So after a moment or so, Camille will come out. She's got more than one key. She's got a big ring of keys. Yeah, I have keys to just about everybody that lives here, just in case they ever need to get back into their place.
That's very
Perfect.
neighborly of you.
Camille, just like your shoes, your timing is impeccable.
Well, thank you. I mean, you never know when you're going to need a neighbor, right?
Right.
And she will fiddle with her keys. It'll take her a few minutes to find the right one. But she is able to undeadbolt the door. She doesn't seem to have a key for the handle, the knob. So she will say, "Oh, let me go find a bobby pin. Maybe I can make something work." And she will go back into her apartment for a minute there.
Can I try to kick some ass to open the door?
Sure, give me a tough roll.
Kick some door.
My tough is a -1. Last time I did this, remember I tried to kick the door in at the church and I just kicked a hole in the wall. Come on.
You did better, slightly better this time.
Hey, I also got a 7, so.
Or with your 7, you kick right next to that knob and your foot goes straight through the door.
Oh, that's perfect.
Just like
Perfect.
It did. Yeah.
I pull my foot out, reach inside.
That is exactly very good. Very good.
Sure. And now you have access to the inside of Echo's apartment.
I go, never mind.
What was that?
It was open.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay. And
we all go inside and I shut and lock the door behind us.
Yeah.
You deadbolt the door behind you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Why don't you give me a act under pressure roll as you go to shut the door?
Gotta love a roll when you're just trying to lock the door. Act under pressure. That one's cool. Okay. Ooh, an 11. So cool.
Sure. Yeah.
Ice cold.
Not for nothing is he an ice cream man.
As you go to shut the door, you reach out for the handle, and in the reflection of this brass knob, you think that you see Echo right behind you. Not a person is there. And with an 11, as you go to look a little bit closer, you see that her, where she is normally right-handed, she's got her baseball bat in her left hand here.
You guys, not to be dramatic, but I think Echo's inside this doorknob. Or the deadbolt, whichever lock I'm looking at.
It is the doorknob. Yep.
Not to be dramatic, I think Echo's in a doorknob.
That's not possible.
That's
Even with magic.
Now that you say it out loud.
Even for us, that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
You mean now that you say it out loud?
Yeah, we didn't say it.
You guys are geniuses. Question: Echo was right-handed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Interesting. Because in the reflect, I saw like she was holding her bat with her left hand. That's weird. It's backwards. Reflection, I guess.
Like a reflection, yeah. Huh.
Weird.
You're seeing reflections of someone who ain't there.
Yeah. That's what I saw in the in the car window and then in the doorknob.
Oh, well, she's definitely not in the doorknob then if she was in the car window. Wait a minute, I didn't see Echo in the car window.
What did you see in the car window?
See anything in the car window.
I saw me in the car window, but like me, not like me. That was.
We sound like an improv troupe.
That was a very stupid sentence that I just said. Like me without the hat. It looks like usually I look like normal people, and I was caught my reflection in the car window, and it looked like. Well, kind of takes the hat off and puts it back on a couple times real fast.
His snout just keeps punching me in the face.
We interrupt this bit to say thank you for subscribing.
And scene. Thank you.
Feel free to let us know in the chat, Jupe, who you want your experience point to go to. Thank you so much for the sub. We really appreciate that. And it's your 9-month anniversary, so congrats for that too.
Aww.
Thank you for being here that long. It's super cool. You may now continue your bit there.
Can we get a word? I'm just kidding.
Snout goes out, snout goes back. Snout goes out, snout goes back. Snout goes out, snout goes back. Okay.
Are you guys okay?
I'm done now, I promise.
And Liz, that experience point is for you.
Yay! Cool. Thanks, Jupe. Speaking of experience points, Lena is going to roll her eyes and turn her back on the duo and walk further into the apartment.
Sure. The apartment, I don't think I've described yet for you, is relatively small, as are all things in New York City. But it's definitely got Echo's sense of personality there. There's punk elements, there's cartoon elements, there's, I would say whimsical childhood meets edge and a little bit of brood. What else can I tell you? There's a lot of deep purple on the walls, some bright pink furniture, some black furniture. You've got a classic like living room kitchen combination. There's a door off to the left and another door further away that's also off to the left.
I'm going to go back into the left.
Cool. So kind of as far away from the entrance as possible and to the left?
At this moment, yes.
Sure.
Kitchen. Yeah, I guess it's kitchen for me then.
Yeah. So the kitchen area is kind of off into the far right area. And then you've got the living room and then the doors. So Lena, as you walk through this living room, you've got a big glass coffee table that's there. Not really in the style and a little bit banged up, maybe something that she found at like a Goodwill or something like that. But you've got that there, some, a bright pink armchair, and then a table or a sofa that's kind of like a faux leather. You walk past that to a closed door. Is that one that you wanted to open or?
Yes.
Cool. Easy enough to do. It is unlocked. It is a bedroom, really small. It's got a twin-sized bed. There are on one wall, there's a huge collage of pictures of Echo as a child and a young girl who you don't know. And then on the far side, there's a windowed wall that the bed kind of sits against. And then there is a closet area that's open that just has a whole bunch of clothes that you would expect to see in her room. And then on the wall that the door is on, if you were to look there, there is another collage, but it is all of handwritten notes of newspaper clippings, of research, it looks like. And there's a small desk that kind of sits next to the door that's kind of littered with paper.
What kind of newspaper clippings were they?
Sure, they span from, why don't you give me an investigate a mystery?
Andy, I love you, but I think you jinxed me today.
This time you do get to mark experience.
That is a 4 as a failure.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, you can read, so these are things that you'll be able to see.
You suddenly can't read.
Yeah. It's all about disappearances of different people all across the United States. It seems to be categorized in a way that you can't really figure out. Maybe you don't know Echo well enough to know how her brain works and how she was putting all of these pieces together. But the newspaper clippings specifically are all about people who disappeared suddenly.
Okay. I was going to say there's like string all over the place and it's very chaotic and I probably can't follow it.
Yes. Yeah. It does very much read like someone who has been obsessed for a very long time about something. But as to what that is, a 4 won't get you there. Sorry.
That's fair.
I mean, I don't know much of what to look for to see whether or not she's been here, but like maybe her bat? Is her bat here? Just looking for some idea of, did she just like, if she like trying to get some idea of the circumstances under which she disappeared. If she
Sure. I'm sorry.
Well, I figured like the bat's like the one thing I know to look for that she would automatically have with her, or she would want to have with her. I know that for a fact. So
I will remind you that she broke her bat the last time.
Hurts. See, I didn't remember
that. But I mean, there also has been time, and you know that that's a signature of hers. So maybe she went out and purchased another one. I will tell you, in the kitchen, you do not see a baseball bat.
No. Is there any sign that the kitchen's been used lately?
There are dirty dishes everywhere in this kitchen. It looks like, I shouldn't say everywhere. Every dish that you find looks like it's either waiting to be washed or is like there's only one clean anything in this place, so it looks like we only wash when we absolutely need to. But yeah, you can see takeout containers. There's shockingly not much in the way of fresh produce or fresh anything in the fridge. So
could you describe the layout again?
Sure. So as you walk in, you kind of walk into a small living room.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, in there, you've got, I'd say the big furniture would be a glass coffee table, a pink armchair, a faux leather couch. a very small TV. It is not a flat screen. It is definitely something that Carmine would probably appreciate as an antique. Eventually, it is archaic in its existence in this room. So you've got that. Over to the right of that is the kitchen area where Carmine is currently. There's a small like dinette set that is there, two seats, kitchen cabinets. The doors might be falling off here and there. There's a lot of trash. There is a lot of dirty dishes there. It's definitely lived in. Someone walking in would maybe call it messy, but not gross.
Can I walk over to the TV and look at it without turning it on?
Sure. It is a TV. It's a little dusty. Do you like? Are you looking in the reflection? I assume, is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Give me an act under pressure roll.
It's a 5.
Sure. You can mark experience for this. I will tell you, you don't see too much here. Tell me what you look like as you're looking into this mirror. Or I'm sorry, not mirror, the TV.
This TV. I mean, I assume if it's like a convex sort of shape, I'm a little distorted. I still have my little hat.
Sure.
But as I kind of like lean down, I kind of like elongate in the reflection.
Yeah, and all of that happens exactly as you would expect it to. Your eyes in this, as you look specifically at yourself, they don't look like your eyes. You can't see an iris or a pupil. It's just kind of like a glassy, glazed over, almost like your eyes are mirrors themselves.
Awesome. I tap on the screen.
The screen will tap right back at you. And as you do it, your reflection gives a big smile at you.
Oh, I scream. I full scream.
Well, as you back away, or I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume you back away. As you scream, are you going anywhere? Are you doing anything?
I just kind of back up from the TV. I don't like run away.
Sure.
I think I can see Carmine from here, right?
Yes.
Probably
Carmine.
now looking at you once you start making that much noise. Yeah.
The TV, my reflection did something that I did not do.
Okay.
There's something going on with the glass.
Lena's gonna come out of the bedroom.
Yeah.
Who screamed? Are you hurt? Are you okay?
No, he just didn't like what was on the tube.
Lena,
What was literally on it?
Lena, as you exit that bedroom too, there is a large like hanging mirror on the back of the door. Like the ones that you could get at like Walmart that just kind of hook over. Yeah. So that, just so you know, you can clock that mirror as you exit. And did I have you roll anything in that room other than the investigate the mystery on the wall? Can you just roll me a D6 really fast? A 1 is perfect. I was going even or odd. So with an odd number, you see on the bed you see Mr. Sunshine sitting on the bed. So you are free to exit though and catch up with everybody else. Oh, you're on mute again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, my dogs get loud, so I have to mute them.
Sure.
Guys, was the unicorn was in the car, right?
Wouldn't I still be holding it if I didn't like put it anywhere?
Yep. So as you ask that question, you can see in the hands of James, Barbara, Mr. Sunshine.
Can I look back in the room?
Yeah.
Is it there?
Yep. You see a Mr. Sunshine on the bed.
In the mirror or like on the bed on the bed?
On the bed on the bed.
There are two Mr. Sunshines.
Huh.
I guess it's possible she won more than one of them.
I have a feeling it wouldn't be the same exact one, though.
Yeah.
Can I pick up the one that's in the bedroom?
Sure. Yeah, you can go back into the bedroom and pick up Mr. Sunshine.
Number 2.
Number 2. Is that what we want to call him?
Yeah. Number 1 and number 2.
So bed is number 2. The one in James's hand is number 1. Cool. Yeah, easy enough to do.
Once that's done, Carmine's gonna go join James at the television and look at his reflection in the screen.
Sure. Immediately you see that you are still a not disguised Carmine.
Mom always said I ought to be in pictures.
But why don't you also give me an act under pressure roll?
Sure. I love how I just all of a sudden forgot what that is. It is cool. A cool roll. Oh, that is a failure. A 6.
None of us can look in reflective surfaces.
We are not very good at self-reflection.
That is all you see. Is just yourself as not disguised.
That's weird enough.
Lena, did you find anything back there?
Other than the second? No.
So Lena, as you pick up this Mr. Sunshine, number 2, why don't you give me an act under pressure?
Oh my god. A 5.
So with that,
am I marking experience?
You can mark experience here as you notice something different about this. As you pick it up, its eyeballs are not like the little black beads that you saw on number 1. They are this glassy material that kind of reflect things. And as you notice this, the door behind you slams shut.
Well, I'm dropping number 2.
Sorry, and on the inside, we're all 5 years old.
Yep, 100%. Oh, Will, did you want me to level up now or?
It should not impact any rolls that we do in the next like 10 minutes before the break. Can we do it on break?
Yes.
Cool. Yes, so the door has now slammed shut behind you, separating you from our other 2.
Awesome.
Is
Oh.
the Mr. Sunshine, still in the room with her?
It is. Yep. Yeah, the
Gotcha.
door slammed before she dropped it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go knock on the door to see what she's doing in there.
Well, I'm gonna go try to open it.
Sure. As you turn around, you see in the standing mirror, or not the standing mirror.
Mm-hmm.
You failed that last roll, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You don't see yourself. You see Echo pounding on the glass from the other side.
Well, I'm a little freaked out. So
And actually, I think that's a pretty good place if you guys agree that we can take. I know it's a few minutes early, but let's slice right there so that we come back and we have the time that we need to finish that adventure. So
perfect commercial break.
Yeah. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in thus far. We're gonna take a minute to breathe and get our wits about us and have some water. And we will be back here in just a bit to figure out what's going on with Echo and how we can best help her and ourselves here in her apartment. So enjoy a few minutes here, get some water, use the bathroom if you have to, and we will see you in just a few minutes with the second half of our episode here.
Yay.